I used to believe that nothing could come between me and my best friend, Clara. We met when we were 12, bonded over our mutual hatred of gym class, and spent the next 16 years glued together. She knew every secret I had, every heartbreak, every stupid crush. I honestly thought she'd be my maid of honor one day, godmother to my kids, the kind of friend who grows old with you. But then, one secret ruined it all. It happened on an ordinary Tuesday night. We were sitting in her apartment, drinking cheap wine, scrolling through our phones. She was laughing at TikToks when a notification lit up her screen. I wasn't trying to snoop, but the message preview flashed just long enough for me to see it. My blood ran cold. It was a message from my boyfriend. At first, I thought I'd misread it, but then the phone buzzed again, and this time I saw it clearly. His name, his word, something flirty with a winking emoji. Claire's face shifted when she noticed I'd seen it. She fumbled to lock her screen, but it was too late. "What the hell was that?" I demanded. Her laugh was nervous, high-pitched. "Oh, it's nothing. Just a joke? We're just messing around." But I knew from the look in her eyes it wasn't a joke. My heart pounded as the pieces started clicking into place. The times my boyfriend was working late, but Clara mysteriously couldn't hang out. The inside jokes they shared that I was never part of. The way she always changed the subject whenever I mentioned him. That night, she swore nothing physical happened. "We just talk," she insisted. "I swear. I'd never do that to you." But the damage was already done. The betrayal wasn't just about him, it was about her. The person I trusted more than anyone else had been carrying on a secret relationship with the man I loved. Whether it was emotional or physical didn't matter. She'd crossed a line, and she'd hidden it from me. I left her apartment without another word. She called me the next day, then the next. Texts, voicemails, even showing up at my door. But I couldn't face her. I couldn't even bring myself to listen to her explanations. So I ghosted her. One day we were best friends. The next, she was a stranger. I deleted her number, unfollowed her on everything, refused to answer the door when she knocked. And yet, even as I cut her out, the betrayal gnawed at me. 16 years of friendship gone. Over one secret. Over one man. The worst part? My boyfriend swore nothing happened either. "She's exaggerating. She came on to me. I shut it down," he claimed. But I don't know who to believe anymore. All I know is that every time I think of Clara, I feel like part of me has died. Because she wasn't just my best friend, she was my sister. And now I can't even look at her without seeing a stranger holding a knife behind her back. Sometimes, late at night, I catch myself reaching for my phone to text her like I used to. And then I remember. The secret. The messages. The betrayal. And my hand freezes. Weeks passed after I ghosted Clara. At first, I felt powerful. Cutting her off felt like reclaiming control in a situation where both my boyfriend and my best friend had stolen it from me. But silence is deceptive. After the adrenaline of anger faded, the emptiness settled in. Clara wasn't just my best friend, she was woven into the fabric of my daily life. Every song, every place, every stupid inside joke reminded me of her. And I hated that even in betrayal, she still occupied space in my head. That's when she started escalating her attempts to reach me. At first, it was the calls and texts. Then came the long, heartfelt emails. I didn't open them, but I saw the subject lines in my inbox. "Please, just listen. I need to explain. You don't know the full story." One evening, she showed up outside my workplace. I walked out of the building, and there she was, leaning against her car, eyes swollen from crying. For a moment, my body almost moved toward her out of habit. 16 years of friendship trained me to want to hug her, to comfort her. But I froze, my walls snapping back up. "Leave me alone, Clara," I said coldly. Her voice cracked. "I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Please, just can we talk? One conversation?" I didn't answer. I just walked past her, got into my car, and drove away. My hands were shaking on the steering wheel the whole ride home. That night, my boyfriend noticed my mood. "You saw her again, didn't you?" he asked. I nodded stiffly. He sighed. "You need to let it go, babe. She's toxic. She's just trying to twist things to make herself look innocent. But something about the way he said it made my stomach tighten. Like he wasn't warning me about her, he was protecting himself. I tried to push the thought away, but it gnawed at me. If Clara was lying, why was she so desperate to talk? Why risk humiliation, rejection, and showing up in public just to beg me to listen? If she truly wanted to cover her tracks, wouldn't silence be safer? The next week, Clara sent me a letter, a physical one. I recognized her handwriting immediately, and for the first time since the betrayal, I opened something from her. Inside was a 4-page confession. She wrote that yes, she and my boyfriend had been talking behind my back for months. It started with harmless venting, then evolved into late-night conversations, and eventually inappropriate flirting. She swore it never turned physical, but she admitted she developed feelings for him. But then she dropped the real bombshell. He kissed her first. She described the night it happened in detail, how he came to her apartment drunk after a fight we had, how he leaned in, how she pushed him away but didn't tell me because she was afraid it would ruin everything. Reading those words felt like being stabbed twice. Once for her betrayal and once for his. I confronted him that night. His face went pale when I mentioned the letter. He stammered, tried to spin the story, but I saw the truth in his eyes before he even spoke. "It was just a kiss," he muttered. "It didn't mean anything. I was drunk, I made a mistake." Claire's exaggerating it to make me look worse. But the way he avoided my gaze, the way his voice cracked, I knew. He was lying. That's when the real betrayal hit me. He'd been using Clara as a shield the whole time, painting her as the villain while hiding his own guilt. Suddenly, the silence I had given Clara felt like a punishment she didn't fully deserve. She betrayed me, yes, but she also told me the truth when he wouldn't. For the first time in weeks, I texted her. Just 2 words, "We need to talk." When we finally sat down across from each other in a quiet cafe, I could barely recognize her. She looked fragile, hollow, like the weight of everything had drained the life out of her. "I'm sorry," she whispered before I even said a word. Tears spilled down her cheeks. "I'm sorry for hurting you, for betraying you. I should have told you the truth from the beginning. I didn't because I didn't want to lose you. But I lost you anyway." For a long time, I just stared at her. 16 years of friendship. 1 man. 1 secret. 1 kiss. Could I ever forgive her? The bitter truth was, even as she cried in front of me, even as my heart ached with everything we'd lost, a part of me still missed her, still loved her, still wanted to believe she was worth saving. But another part of me, the wounded, furious part, wanted to burn it all to the ground. I left the cafe without giving her an answer. And that night, I lay in bed, torn between 2 betrayals, the one who kissed my boyfriend and the one who had sworn had never hurt me. And for the first time, I realized I might lose them both. The night after meeting Clara at the cafe, sleep refused to come. I kept replaying everything over and over in my head: the kiss, the lies, the years of friendship, the betrayal. Every version of events felt twisted, tangled, and impossible to sort through. By dawn, one thing became painfully clear. I couldn't keep living in limbo. The double weight of my boyfriend's deception and Clara's secret was suffocating me. I had to make a choice. So that morning, I told my boyfriend we needed to talk. We sat in our small apartment, the one we'd picked together 2 years ago when I thought we were building a future. The walls suddenly felt like they were closing in. "Tell me the truth," I said. My voice was calm, but my hands were trembling. All of it. No excuses. No half-truths. Just the truth. He shifted uncomfortably, rubbed the back of his neck, and avoided my eyes. "I already told you. It was just a kiss, and I regretted it immediately." "Stop lying," I snapped, my patience snapping. Clara said it wasn't just a one-time mistake. You two had been talking for months. Late-night calls. Emotional crap you should have been sharing with me. Did you love her? His silence was louder than any answer. He didn't say no. He didn't say anything at all. And in that silence, I had my answer. My stomach turned. My throat burned. 6 years of my life with him, memories, promises, dreams shattered in that one quiet moment. "I'm done," I whispered, my voice breaking. "Pack your things." I don't want to see you here when I get back tonight." He finally looked at me, panic flickering in his eyes. "You're throwing this all away. Over one mistake. One mistake." I laughed bitterly. "You kissed my best friend, lied about it, and then let me cut her out of my life so you could keep your hands clean. That's not one mistake. That's a pattern. That's who you are." He tried to protest, but I was already standing, already heading for the door. For once, I didn't want to hear another word. The breakup should have felt liberating, but instead, it left me hollow, empty. For days, I moved through life on autopilot: work, home, sleep, repeat. Every time my phone buzzed, I wondered if it was Clara. And every time it wasn't, I felt that strange mix of relief and disappointment. Then, one evening, it was her. "Can we talk again? Please. Just one more time." I almost ignored it, but something in me needed closure. So we met, this time at a quiet park, under the fading orange glow of the sunset. She sat on the bench, twisting her hands in her lap, her face pale but determined. "I heard you broke up with him," she said softly. I nodded. "Yeah, I couldn't stay with someone who lied to me like that." She swallowed hard. "I need you to know something. When he kissed me, I pushed him away. I told him it was wrong, but then I didn't tell you, and that's on me. I thought I was protecting you, but really I was protecting myself. I didn't want you to hate me, and I can't change that now. But I swear to you, I never wanted him. Not really. I wanted our friendship more." Tears welled in her eyes, and for the first time in weeks, I believed her. I sat there, staring at the girl who'd been by my side since childhood, the girl who knew my deepest secrets, my biggest fears, the stupid stories no one else would ever understand. I missed her. God, I missed her. But I also remembered the pain, the silence, the betrayal. "Clara," I whispered, my voice thick, "I don't know if I can ever trust you again." She nodded, tears streaming down her cheeks. "I don't expect you to. I needed you to know the truth. And if all I can be is the villain in your story, then I'll accept that. But I never stopped loving you as my best friend." For a long time, I said nothing. The sun dipped lower, casting long shadows across the park. My heart was torn clean in two between anger and love, betrayal and history, wounds and forgiveness. Finally, I stood up. "I don't know where we go from here," I admitted. "Maybe we try again. Maybe we don't. But I can't decide tonight." She nodded, understanding, even as her tears kept falling. "Take your time. I'll wait, even if it's forever." That night, as I lay in bed, the silence felt different. Not hollow, not suffocating, just uncertain. For the first time, I realized that betrayal doesn't always leave you with clean breaks or simple answers. Sometimes it leaves you standing in the gray, torn between the past you loved and the future you're afraid to step into. And maybe, just maybe, the hardest part wasn't losing my boyfriend. Maybe the hardest part was deciding whether to let my best friend back in.